don't talk this way. I talk without looking at papers. But I was told to be very careful. And that's what I'm doing. Let me round up. You see one thing, Nigeria is still looking for leaders who are ahead of their time. Nigeria is still looking for people in the caliber of the man after our heart. When that happens, and we get them at all levels, local government, state, federal, Nigerians should be very, very happy. And at that point, you all will know that our friendship will become better. Our partnership will become brighter. And Nigerians, our integrity as a country will no longer be an issue for public inquiry. Our own dignity, our own integrity as Nigerians will no longer be a matter of public speculation or suspicion. And the Nigerian politician will no longer be described by the international press as equivalent of American and Asian natural disaster. Therefore, it is important that we begin to appreciate the effort of men and women who are ahead of their time, who have transformational agenda. It is when we come to that level that the effort of a man with whom we are well pleased, the man in whose honor we are gathered here today, will be appreciated by all Nigerians. And I'm sure that posterity will record him on the right side of history. Thank you all, and God bless.
Thank you very much. Please, another round of applause for the very erudite gentleman. Your Excellency, the Honorable Minister, a man who is prepared to lead, who is divinely destined to lead. I had an argument with a young man once, and the first thing he said to me, he said, "You're from River State. In other words, you're from the Niger Delta. Could you please show me one leader from the Niger Delta, one hero?" And I said to him, there's a powerful gentleman, a man born to lead. He's the hero of the Niger Delta. The problem is that as Niger Deltans, we always fail to uphold, sustain, and maintain the leaders that God has given us. But all that will change, because as a people, we now agree that this very distinguished man, this very defined gentleman, this man who is truly and honestly prepared for leadership, will be upheld, will be maintained, will be promoted by every son and daughter of Niger Delta, because we truly, honestly need a hero, and here is one. It is my privilege to invite to the podium the next speaker. You would pardon me, sir. I do not have a lengthy citation on the gentleman, and because we are far behind time, you would please permit me with respect to invite the Dean, Postgraduate Studies, Federal University, Otueke, Bayelsa State, Nigeria, the very distinguished and erudite gentleman, Professor Augustine A. Eken. Please, a round of applause for the distinguished professor. Once again, please, a round of applause for Prof.
Your Excellency, the celebrant of this occasion, the Right Honorable Chubike Ameach, CON, our Federal Minister of Transportation. His Excellency, the Governor of Plateau State, who is present here today with us. Please permit me to allow other protocols to be not ignored, but be accepted so that I can get to the paper, please. You heard the last speaker. He has gone through quite a lot. And I will try to, there is something that we say as verbose as a teacher. And you know that I'm a scholar. And I will try to blend in my scholarly values with the topic in question. The topic before you today, a man ahead of his time. Can I go straight to the celebrant itself? I cannot do that because there are other national and international figures that have shown us real examples in their own and beyond their territories to be able to reflect on their achievements as man of the day or man of the times and man of all times. The creative essence of human ideas, reflections of your deeds that positively contribute to our collective welfare for the advancement of society that is acceptable in present and within the right potency to be of promising value for pragmatic usefulness and replication into the future. It is what many consider to be a man ahead of his time. This is because the impact effects are felt in different periods in progressive order of human existence. The impact felt sometimes just by words of wisdom and backed by both interest in economic and other forms of social development. As scholars, sometimes we cite those figures on their work to justify our position in intellectual pursuit. The thinking and ideas ahead of one's time could also mean one with a vision, zeal, drive for one's betterment and for others. We know that all men are created equal, but they do not necessarily act and think alike. So the unique acts and thoughts of some people innate in their being are said to be progressive, and therefore their ideas and deeds lives on for others to learn, even beyond their own domain or country of origin. Indeed, those who think and act ahead of their time are more likely to seek common interest good for the advancement of society. But remember, it is not achieved without challenges. We